Hi everyone, in this video we're going to just quickly discuss the three trig identities that we're covering in this class. The first trig identity we're talking about is tan of theta equals sine of theta divided by cos of theta. So all this identity is saying is that if we know sine and cos of theta, we can calculate tan of theta. If we know tan of theta and sine of theta, we can calculate cos of theta. And if we know tan and cos, we can calculate sine. So that's what this trig identity is telling us. It's often quite useful to substitute in when you're doing a proof of something. The next trig identity that we're going to talk about is sine of 90 degrees take away theta is equal to cos of theta. So let's say, for example, we have a triangle and we know theta, and it's a right angle triangle, which means that this angle up here has to be 90 degrees take theta. All we're saying is that if we know cos of this angle here, it's equal to sine of this angle here. So that's another useful trig identity. The last trig identity we're looking at is sine squared of theta plus cos squared of theta equals 1. So this is the same as sine of theta all squared plus cos of theta all squared equals 1. And this is a nice trig identity that's often used when substituting into proofs to help rearrange and make things simpler and nicer. So remember, in maths we often have to make things look more complicated before we can rearrange and bring them back into a nice simple form. So this is often one of the things that we substitute in to make it more complicated at first, but it rearranges to be very nice. So those are the three trig identities we care about in this unit. They're all very useful. They hold for any values of theta as well.